I try to be optimistic when it comes to Forsaken because I do know the fandom and like the game in general gets a lot of hate because of it being problematic and getting into a lot of drama. Because the game itself is fun and there are genuinely good things in the community. But this, I genuinely can't stay optimistic about this anymore. The drama I'm talking about is Soul Driven Love still getting paid 25% of Forsaken's revenue. And of course, when this drama was brought to light, of course, the community and the Forsaken community was obviously upset. Their money that they were spending on the game was going to a horrible person. And this wasn't communicated with the community, which is why they rioted against the developers for not telling them. But the 25 revenue thing starts all the way back when Forsaken was transferring ownership. Soul wanted 25% of the revenue, or else they would sell the game to a big company. Now, I'm not sure. I just kind of like, I think so. Also, if they sold it to the big company, they would get like a lot of money from it, which is, and like they would get like 70% of the revenue, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Soul basically manipulated the developers into still giving him money for the game. And either way, it's a lose-lose situation. And of course, they didn't want the game to be sold to a big company. So they ended up going with the 25% revenue option. But why didn't they communicate this with the community? Well, it's because by law, they couldn't. Because they signed an NDA. And they could be sued. They could have been sued or like fined if they spoke out about the situation, which is why they couldn't tell anyone about it or tell the community about it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think the Forsaken burner account that the Forsaken burner account was the one that brought light to this drama and like brought light to the revenue split. So yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, there are rumors that the Forsaken burner account is Soul trying to make the devs look bad. But again, there is not much evidence for that, so I can't confirm any of this. It's just alleged, so I can't say anything. And I genuinely feel bad for the devs. And the devs really care about this game and they really want the community to be happy. So I see why they chose giving 25% of the revenue to Soul instead of like, selling it to a big company. Because I know that the developers are really passionate about this game and they don't want it to be sold to some mega Roblox company or something. And yeah, Soul was just manipulating the situation and trying to like manipulate the devs into still giving them money. While this is mainly Soul's fault, in my opinion, this is mainly Soul's fault, I feel like the developers could have also done something. Like, I feel like this drama wouldn't have happened if maybe the devs could have done something. Like, I think there was little they could do, but I think they still could have done something about it. I think Guamgo, yeah, he made a video on the situation, and yeah, I sort of agree with him. It's not just Soul's fault. There are wrongs on both sides because the devs definitely could have handled this situation better instead of lying to their community. Because also I think Guamgo also like says that the NDA that they signed only said that they couldn't disclose any information, but they didn't have to lie to their community that Soul wasn't involved with Forsaken anymore. And like, yeah, there could have been like stuff done about it. Like maybe, I think there was something like selling the 25% revenue, like giving it to a big company or something. I don't know, but I don't really remember. I'm not really good at explaining this stuff. But there could have been other things done. And I think there's also some drama with like Haitoko and his ex that Guamgo was gonna make a video about before he had to make a video on this situation. But based on the information right now, yeah, I just feel bad for the devs. Their hands were tied, and of course they wanted to keep the game and the creative, freedom of the game, and they didn't want to sell it to some big company that would turn it into a slop, pay to win game. And like Soul just manipulated these developers, and that's just evil. But I also believe the devs could have done something else to better handle the situation. And honestly, this whole situation is sad because a lot of Forsaken YouTubers are already leaving Forsaken entirely, or at least until Soul stops getting paid for the game. And yeah, but it's just kind of sad. Like, I really loved Forsaken. Like, I remember getting into it because of like a favorite artist of mine, like drawing like Forsaken characters. And I don't want to make this about me. I don't want to like go too in depth into it, but like I really love Forsaken, if you can tell. I really love Forsaken, and I think it's like a great game. But with this drama, I just don't know anymore. Like, I mean, like I might be indirectly supporting a person who did bad things and by playing the game. So I don't know what to do. Like by supporting like the game, I don't know. I'm sorry, I didn't make a script for this. This is just kind of like, unscripted, so don't mind like all the stutters and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm probably still gonna play Forsaken occasionally, but definitely not as much, knowing that what I'm doing might be supporting like a bad person. And I don't know. And also like I don't know, all the drama with Forsaken is like really affecting me. Not just like it's kind of affecting me mentally as well, because I just kind of get stressed thinking about it. And I don't know, I just don't want to think about drama anymore. So I don't know. I still love Forsaken. I might play it occasionally. It's just that I won't play it as much as I did before. I'll like only play it maybe just like little. But yeah. That's it. I don't know what to say, guys, okay? I'm sorry. Forsaken really meant a lot to me, and I just loved it a lot. I remember I really got into it, guys. I just really loved the game. But it's kind of sad that I can't enjoy it as much as I used to anymore because of this. And because of like the drama, like a lot of drama in general. The Forsaken community is obviously known for having drama like this, and it's just like not good for me if I just continue to try and gaslight myself into trying to be optimistic about these things, because I just can't anymore. I can't gaslight myself into thinking like I can still be happy playing this game. I can't be happy playing this game anymore. I really can't. So, yeah. That's it. I hope you guys enjoy your day.